unforgiving rain. It hammered the empty highway like millions of tiny needles. Lightning sliced the sky every few seconds, turning the world white for a blink, then throwing it back into darkness. Adi tightened his grip on the steering wheel. His car skidded again on the muddy road. He glanced at the rearview mirror. Total darkness behind him. No cars, no houses.
Not even the faint outline of a tree, just emptiness. His chest tightened with that strange, shapeless fear. The kind that warns you something is wrong, even when you have no proof. Then he saw it. A rusted metal sign on the side of the road. Hillcrest Heritage Hotel, 0.7 miles. Adi exhaled. Thank God, at least somewhere to stay for the night. He didn't know this night would not end. Not for him.
Chapter 2. The Hotel That Waits. These 0.7 miles felt like he was driving through an endless tunnel of darkness. The road twisted into a curve, swallowed by tall, wet trees on both sides. Then, through the curtain of rain, a building appeared. Old, massive, completely lifeless. Hillcrest Heritage Hotel. Its walls were cracked, patches of plaster missing. Windows looked like deep black eye sockets, and the front wooden door stood slightly open, as if someone had been waiting. Adi parked and approached cautiously. The lantern above the door flickered violently, the bulb buzzing like it could explode any moment. He touched the door.
Cracked. It swung open on its own. Inside, only the reception desk had a dim light. Everything else was darkness. Hello? Anyone here? His voice echoed through the hollow hallways. Then, ding, ding. The small bell on the desk rang by itself. Adi froze. There was no wind here. There was no one else here. Suddenly, a curtain behind the desk moved, and an old man stepped out. Tall, thin, lifeless eyes. "Welcome, sir," he said in a dry, cracked voice. "We've been expecting you." "Expecting?" Adi frowned. How did you know I was coming?" The old man didn't answer. He slid an old, dust-covered key across the counter. "Room 303. Your room is ready." "But I didn't make any." The old man raised his hand, silencing him. "In this hotel, everyone stays in room 303. He smiled without warmth. "Always." Adi's skin crawled. "Good night," the old man whispered.
Room 303. The hallway to room 303 felt unnaturally long, as if the building stretched the more he walked. Dim yellow lights flickered overhead. The floor creaked under his steps. When he reached the door, he noticed something unsettling. Light was leaking from underneath the door, as if someone was inside. He knocked. Silence. He knocked again. Still no answer. He slowly turned the key and pushed the door open. A cold breath of air washed over him. The smell of old wood and dampness filled the room, and he felt it, not saw, but felt that someone else was inside, standing too close, breathing too slow. On the small table near the bed, a soaked notebook lay open, a name written on the cover. Mira Sen, room 303. Audie sat on the edge of the bed and flipped the page. First line, "If you're reading this, you are not alone in this room." His fingers trembled. A cold draft brushed past his neck. He spun around. No one. Second line, "The hotel doesn't let people leave, ever." He swallowed hard. Third line, "Tonight, the woman in the mirror will come for you." Audie slowly lifted his eyes toward the mirror. The mirror showed him, but not exactly him. His reflection looked more tired, more hollow, more wrong. And then he saw it. A woman's shadow moved behind his reflection. His heart dropped. He turned around. No one. Empty room. But in the mirror, there she was. A pale woman with wet hair covering half her face, eyes sunken deep like two dark pits, skin ripped in places. She tilted her head slowly, unnaturally slowly. Tap, tap, tap. Her fingers tapped the inside of the mirror. Audie backed up until he hit the door. Her cracked voice echoed inside the mirror. "You checked into room 303, didn't you?" His throat tightened. He tried to open the door. It didn't move. It wasn't locked. It was being held from the outside. The woman in the mirror smiled. A broken, unnatural smile. No one ever escapes. Then every light in the room went out. Darkness swallowed everything. Rain hammered the window. Whispers crawled through the air like insects. Coldness wrapped
wrapped around Audie's body. Then cracked. A burst of light. The woman was no longer in the mirror. She was standing in the room, right in front of him. Her dripping black hair clung to her face. Her skin looked like it had been underwater for days. Her eyes' sockets were hollow, deep, endless. She whispered, "I've watched you for a long time." Audie pressed against the door, shaking violently. "What do you want?" he stammered. The woman leaned closer. Her breath was cold and smelled like rotten water. "Room 303 needs someone new." Her voice broke into a wet, gurgling laugh. "Nobody survives their night here." Audie screamed and hammered the door, but the entire room went black again. The last thing he heard was her whisper, "Welcome to your last night."